Hello, this is Jessica McKay from jessicamckay.com. Thank you so much for watching this on numerologist.com. This is your March Spirit Guide reading. Go ahead and take a moment to connect with yourself, connect with your intuition, and just ask which message would be perfect for you for the month of March. Message number 1, 2, or 3. Of course, you can be drawn to more than one. Okay, so if you were drawn to message number 1, and I'm using the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards by Denise Linn. So, number 1, happiness. And this just has such a joyful feeling. And the sun up there in the sky feels like it's almost like spirit watching over you. This is feeling tremendously supported. And it feels like right now, it's the time for fast movement, the time for wishes and dreams and things to be moving forward that maybe last year weren't moving forward at all. Now there's a sense of life, there's a sense of forward momentum here to this. And the happiness piece is really about the lack of suffering. And I feel as though you've let some things go in the last few months that have allowed you to tap in to the happiness inside, to the joy that comes from not achieving things or, acquiring things, but the joy of simply enjoying your life and letting you be who you are and not having to push and push and push to make things happen or to make your life the way you think it's supposed to be. This is just enjoying and appreciating what is now. And when you let go of all of that pressure for life to be something other than what it is, you allow for flow and space and newness to come in. And so that is what I feel you stepping into now. It's a very playful energy. It's just a free, full of freedom, and the happiness that comes from the freedom of no longer pushing, no more pressure, letting yourself do what feels good, which includes not doing stuff that you used to do because that seemed in alignment with you and it's not anymore. So there's this tremendous freedom that comes in here with this card. So enjoy it, enjoy that, enjoy knowing that the you that is showing up in this moment with your specific desires and your dislikes and everything that makes you you is perfectly fine. And there's no need for anything else to be happening. Just feel into the relief that gives you. So that is message number 1. If you were drawn to message number 2, the card that comes up is Illumination. And this is along the same lines as card number 1. It's a freedom, it's having an inspiration, guidance, and it's just a different flavor of the happiness and the joy that came through with message number 1. This is about seeing things clearly for the first time, maybe in a really long time. This is letting go of something really heavy and discovering the truth that you didn't need that thing. You didn't need that to define you. So this is letting go. Both of the cards so far have been about letting go of should, of pressure, of pushing, and illumination. The light of who you are is always within you. And so when you release confusion, when you release doubt, when you release all the stuff that you're not, The only thing that's left over is the light, is the illumination. So I feel as though this month you're going to be letting go on an even deeper level, in a more, I'm trying to think of the word to articulate this, in a more refined way. So it may not be that you have to let go of something major. It may be something under the surface that's subconscious, but there's a letting go here, and there's an embracing of what you are underneath, what you're letting go of. So I hope that makes sense. This is a calm, peaceful feeling, a peaceful vibe. So you're coming into, with this, it's more of energy and excitement and things happening, and wow, this is so great. And with this card, it's more of relaxing into the new changes. So being able to settle into the feeling of peace and relaxation and the joy that's within all of that. And again, I just keep getting this message, and maybe this is just the one message that that's coming through for all of these numbers this month, is just letting go of something to allow the real you to shine through. So it might be that you've held on to a particular idea about yourself since you were little. An idea like you have to have a certain kind of personality, or you have to be a certain way with other people in order to know that you're a good person. Something as fundamental as that. It's as if you wake up one day and you say, that's not true anymore. It's not true. I don't have to be this way or that way. And then you get to explore and enjoy the journey of, well, who am I now? Who have I always been underneath that idea? So that's message number 2. And if you were drawn to message number 3, the card that came up is Stand Still. And this card usually comes up when there's an area of your life where you're feeling stuck, and you've been feeling stuck. And the guidance that I'm getting with this, because if nothing is moving forward in a particular area and you feel stuck, the way out, the way to create movement is to stop struggling. And again, I'm getting the message, like I did with the first 2 cards, to stop pushing and struggling and trying to move yourself forward in a way that doesn't serve you. So when you're stuck in quicksand, the more you struggle, usually the more you sink. So this is about accepting and acknowledging that you feel stuck. And when you acknowledge it and you accept it rather than ignoring it or trying to push it away, when you kind of bring it into the fold and welcome it and say, okay, this is just the reality of what my life feels like right now in this one area, that creates space. It creates space and a freedom for you to start making your way out of that stuck space. So what I really love about that card is, even though it's this very still card, that it's like it embodies, that feeling of stagnant, nothing's changing, nothing's happening. What is there is this warmth and this beauty, that orange color that comes in. And sometimes orange is about playfulness and sense of humor. So if you can bring a sense of humor to that, and also that warm orange is like you're being held. Nothing bad is going to happen. It's not wrong that you feel this way. It just is part of the journey right now. And everything is always changing and moving. And so this is not permanent. This is just a temporary thing that might feel permanent sometimes when you think about it. But there have been many times in your life when things have been happening quickly and you've had clarity and you've been able to move forward and take action. And this is just a time to acknowledge that that is not happening right now, and to just be where you are and love it and accept it. And before you know it, it's going to shift. So that is the third message. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you got something out of these messages. If you did, please share it. Please subscribe to the Numerologist channel. You can find me on Patreon. You can also find me at my website, jessicamckay.com. Take care.